Welcome. Korean disaster films are known for their intense storytelling and emotional depth, often showcasing human resilience in the face of catastrophic events. In today's countdown, we're highlighting the top 10 Korean disaster movies that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Get ready for unforgettable moments and thrilling experiences. Number 10. Ashfall. The dormant Paektu volcano awakens, unleashing a catastrophic eruption that threatens to destroy everything in its path. As the earth shakes and the skies darken with ash, panic sweeps across the nation. Desperate scientists propose a daring plan: detonate nuclear charges deep underground to stop the eruption. But the mission seems almost impossible, and time is running out. The stakes are high as the fate of the nation hangs in the balance, and every decision could mean the difference between survival and extinction. Number 9. The Tower. What begins as a joyous Christmas night at Seoul's tallest skyscraper, the luxurious tower, quickly descends into a nightmare. A sudden, uncontrollable fire erupts, rapidly spreading through the building, trapping guests and staff in a deadly inferno. As smoke and flames engulf the building, those inside must fight for their lives, while heroes desperately try to save others. Every moment is a struggle to escape the burning tower, where the laws of physics and survival seem to be the only rules. Number 8. Pandora. A nuclear power plant in South Korea is on the brink of disaster when a massive earthquake strikes, causing a breach in the reactor's containment and releasing deadly radiation. Panic spreads as cities are turned into radiation zones, and a group of power plant workers makes a heroic but suicidal attempt to avert the catastrophe. With time running out, they face the looming threat of a nuclear meltdown, risking their lives to prevent a disaster that could destroy millions. Number 7. Exit. A thick, toxic smoke envelops the city, poisoning everything it touches. As the smog spreads, two people find themselves trapped on the roof of a skyscraper with no way out. The only hope for survival is a desperate climb, but with each passing moment, the smoke creeps closer, and every misstep could be their last. In a race against time, they must navigate the deadly landscape, trying to escape the choking cloud of death closing in around them. Number 6. Tidal wave. Haeundae. At Haeundae Beach, a peaceful day turns into chaos when a massive tsunami, triggered by an undersea earthquake, crashes ashore. The tsunami devastates everything in its path, leaving people scrambling to survive. Families are torn apart, and as the wave roars through the city, the survivors must find a way to escape the relentless water, facing nature's fury in its most destructive form. Number 5. Emergency declaration. During a routine flight, a passenger begins showing symptoms of a deadly and contagious disease, turning the plane into a flying death trap. As fear spreads through the cabin, passengers do everything they can to avoid the invisible threat, but the situation quickly spirals out of control. The captain and crew are faced with an agonizing choice: land the plane and risk the spread of the disease, or keep the passengers in the air, where no help can reach them. In a confined space filled with terror, survival becomes a heart-wrenching challenge. Number 4. Project Silence. On a fog-covered bridge, visibility is reduced to zero, and powerful explosions threaten to collapse the structure. Amid the chaos, a dangerous secret is unleashed. Military containers, marked with the code name ECHO, are inadvertently opened, releasing horrifying creatures that were meant to stay hidden. These ruthless beings begin hunting down the survivors, turning the bridge into a battlefield between human survival and an unknown deadly force. Number 3. Tunnel. When car salesman Jong-soo drives through a tunnel, disaster strikes as the structure suddenly collapses, trapping him inside. The tragedy makes national headlines, and rescue teams are quickly deployed to save him. As days pass without success, hope fades, and Jong-soo's family must grapple with the uncertainty of his survival. Meanwhile, the media frenzy intensifies, and pressure mounts on the authorities to save him before it's too late. Number 2. Sinkhole. A massive sinkhole opens up in the heart of a city, swallowing an entire residential block. The survivors find themselves trapped hundreds of meters underground, with limited food and water. Surrounded by darkness and the constant threat of further collapse, they must find a way to escape before the sinkhole claims them all. As their situation grows more desperate, every step is fraught with danger, and time is running out. Number 1. Concrete Utopia. After a catastrophic earthquake devastates Seoul, the modern Hwanggung apartment building remains the only standing structure. It becomes a refuge for the survivors, but as time passes, the building's residents begin to turn inward, hoarding resources and refusing to help outsiders. The initial sense of solidarity gives way to paranoia, and the once safe haven transforms into a brutal microcosm of society's collapse. As tensions rise and humanity is tested, the residents must confront their darkest fears and moral boundaries in a desperate fight for survival. That concludes our list of the top Korean disaster movies. Which one made the biggest impact on you? Or do you have a favorite disaster film that didn't make the list? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more countdowns and updates.